Tap power on the device and check if the LED indicator is flashing intermittently. It should flash 4 times, then pause briefly. Tap the Add Device button or the plus icon at the top right corner. Then tap Add a new device. E-Series hubs and sensors. Radar presence sensor. Make sure Bluetooth is turned on. Tap Done. Then select the Wi-Fi you want to connect to and enter the password. Wait a few seconds for the setup to finish. Then assign a room to the device and give it a name if you want. Tap Use Device now to start using it. The app will show you an installation guide for reference before use. When you enter the device page, if there's a new firmware available, please update it. Then the app will start discovering sub-devices. That's because eMotion Pro or eMotion Max treats the IR Universal Remote as the main device, and the presence sensor and light sensor as sub-devices. This design helps manage multiple functions more easily and makes automation setup smoother. Now we add the first sub-device, which is the presence sensor. Then tap the light sensor section to add the second sub-device. If you exit the page and come back later, the app will prompt you to add it again. Now go back to the home page, and you'll see all 3 devices: the main device for IR control, the presence sensor, and the light sensor. Click Presence to enter the detail page for the presence sensor. At the top, you'll see the current presence status, along with the last time active or inactive was detected. Below that is a 2D map displaying the live position of detected subjects, including distance ranges. Next, you'll see a presence timeline, and you can tap History to view past records. Tap Installation Guide to check important notes for setting up the device properly. Further down, you'll find a section for direction of motion, showing the current state and distance. The state can be approaching, leaving, still, or not detected. eMotion Pro supports setting up to 4 zones for separate detection and triggering. We've already set up Zone 2, so let's configure Zone 1 here as a demonstration. You can name the zone, choose the distance ranges, you can select multiple, and pick a color for this zone. Active state delay refers to the delay time before the sensor changes status from active, or detected, to inactive, or not detected. Most of the time, you don't want your lights turning off just because you stepped away for a moment. This setting helps maintain the active status a bit longer. The default delay is 1 minute, but you can adjust it to be shorter or longer. On the other hand, inactive state delay is the time before the sensor changes from inactive to active. In other words, when it starts detecting someone again. You can also turn on push notifications for a specific zone and set the alert period. During this time, your phone will receive a notification whenever someone is detected. After setting everything up, don't forget to tap the Save button. Come back to the main presence page. Below the zone settings, you'll find a global active state delay. This setting applies to the entire detection area, not just individual zones. What's more, the global delay lets you set different delay times for different periods of the day, offering a more flexible smart home experience. Now, you'll see a pop-up notification. This is because we just enabled push notifications in Zone 1, and it detected presence. Let's go back into Zone 1 settings and disable the notification. We also have a global setting for detection notifications. Just like the active delay, it applies to the whole detection area. Finally, we have the sensitivity setting. By default, it's set to high. You can lower the sensitivity if you notice frequent false triggers. Next, let's try out the IR Universal Remote. This part works exactly the same for eMotion Pro, Max, and Ultra. Here we can also see brightness and present status displayed at the top. You can tap on the sensor icons to view their detail pages as well. Now, tap the Add Device button or the plus sign in the top right corner. You'll see a list of supported IR categories. For this example, let's choose TV. On the next page, you'll be asked whether you want to create the IR device for Home Assistant or just for the app. Add for HA means the IR device will be accessible in both the app and Home Assistant. Add for app means it will only be available in the app. It won't appear in Home Assistant. Let's go with Add for HA and tap Next. Now, select or search for your TV brand. The app will list all supported models for that brand. If you can't find your exact model, don't worry. Many models share the same IR codes. In that case, tap Can't Find My Model at the bottom. The app will then guide you through testing possible IR options. Tap Test Option 1 to begin. Press any button on the screen and see if your TV responds. If it works, tap Works Well to save the IR option. If not, tap Doesn't Work to try the next one until you find the right match. Once it's working, assign a room and rename the IR device if you like. Then return to the home page, and you'll see the TV listed and ready to use. Next, let's try the light sensor. This is a very simple sub-device to use. At the top, you can see the lux value and the current brightness level. In the middle section, there's a curve showing the brightness changes over time. You can tap History to view previous brightness records. If needed, you can also reconfigure the lux range for each brightness level to suit your preferences. Now, let's introduce some functions in device settings. First, let's take a look at what we can do with the presence sensor. Click Export Data, and you can select a custom time period or choose quick options like last week, last month, or last year to export data. Enter your email address, and you'll receive an Excel file with the data as an email attachment. Click Installation Guide to review important notices for installation. Click History to view previous detection records, including detailed timestamps and zone information. Click Settings to change the room assignment for the device or to rename it. Next, let's check the IR Universal Remote. Just like the sub-device presence sensor, the IR Universal Remote shares the same settings. In addition, it has an extra option called Lock Device. If the device is unlocked, it can be discovered by any other LinknLink account within the same local network. By default, this setting is locked to ensure higher security. The last sub-device is the light sensor. It includes export data and settings, exactly the same as the presence sensor. To create an automation, or as we call it, a routine, in the app, let's tap the Routines tab at the bottom. Click Create Routine manually to enter the routine settings page. First, let's add an event, also known as a trigger. You can choose from different types of triggers, but here we'll demonstrate a sensor trigger. Tap Device Operated. Then select Presence, and set a present state as the trigger. Next, we set the action. We've already added an aircon from eMotion Pro, so now we can select it and set a target action. Then comes the condition. You can leave this blank if there's no specific condition required. For example, you could set the routine to run only on weekdays. Once everything is set, tap Save to complete.